the game against Regis, so we may see him play here a little bit today.
Jackson and Jesse Smith to tip it up, and it's controlled by the Storm as they'll move from left to right across the radio dial to open up the ball game. Northwestern and Southern Nazarene. On the right wing side is Quan Connor. Goes baseline to Jackson, backing in, trying to throw underneath to the Crimson Storm. They throw it into Kankanapa. He'll fade away a left-handed jumper. That's no good. Rebound tip kept alive. Woolley comes out of there with it. Brandon wants to run. He'll go all the way with the breakaway layup. He missed it. The tip got followed, and back in the Crimson Storm. They run the break. Layup up and good by L.B. Willis. Now the Rangers missed a transition opportunity, and then that led to a back transition bucket for Southern Nazarene. They lead 2-0. Brandon Woolley out front with the basketball to Jesse Smith on the right wing side. Smith to Bruce Wright, who popped out high. Bruce over on the wing right to Brandon. He had the ball knocked back right at him and out of bounds. Good play by Quan Connor. So now the Rangers will throw in with 16 on the shot clock. Woolley into Darian Dempsey, who again gets the start for Thierry Taylor, still nursing that ankle injury. Dempsey crosses over, pulls up, left elbow jumper, good. Nice pull-up jumper by Darian Dempsey. So he ties the score at 2 as Southern Nazarene with their third offensive possession.
Dempsey really kind of continuing the way he played against Regis University here with that start against Snu.
And Kanapal with it, left wing side. Bounces on the block to Jackson, backing in on Smith. Fades up the leaning one-hander. It's no good, and Jackson called for a foul going over the back fence by Jesse on that little turnaround shot by Jackson because he pushed him out enough that it was a little bit of a tough shot that Jackson had to try to make. Dempsey in between the two circles. Throws over to Bruce Wright. Bruce dumps it to Motley near the right corner. He tries to penetrate in. Had the ball knocked away briefly, got it back. Now doesn't have his dribble, so has to throw out to Woolley. 10 on the shot clock. Brandon at the half-court circle sets it up. Around to Bruce Wright's screen. Goes strong to the rack. Layup up off the rim, no good. That was a great look by Brandon Woolley, but he couldn't drop it in. Back come the Crimson Storm. C.J. Smith on the dribble drive, and he traveled as he tried to come to a jump stop, and that's a Southern Nazarene turnover. So we're tied at 2 as the Rangers will have it not quite a minute and a half into the basketball game. Dempsey over to Bruce Wright, right wing side, to Woolley in between the two circles, back to Bruce on the wing right, trying to go off the dribble, out the foul line, dumps it down low to Smith, who's pushed out, to Bruce, tries to dribble and kick to Woolley. He goes baseline left. They cut him off. Over to Motley. He'll put up a left wing three. No good. Fight for the rebound is into the arms of Southern Nazarene. They want to run. That's a breakaway layup. That's good by L.B. Willis. Willis has both baskets, so they're both on breakaway layup.
Well, getting out in transition there, Southern Nazarene able to finish on that one as well. As you said, Willis so far 4 points for Southern Nazarene.
Dempsey around the screen. Now cuts to the basket for a little leaner. Missed it as he left it short, and here comes the rebound. That's Willis again as he tries to go for another layup, and this time he's fouled by Brandon Woolley, and he'll go to the line.
And somebody's got to pick him up.
Yeah.
You can't just allow Willis.
Nazarene lead, 16:52 to go in the opening half. L.B. Willis free throw off the back iron, no good. As a team, Southern Nazarene shoots 77% from the foul line. They shoot almost 40% on three-point shots on the season, and 48% from two. That one is good. So all 5 points for the Crimson Storm have been scored by L.B. Willis. And now we'll see Garrett Butler, the freshman out of Burlington, who's now a sophomore, checking in for the first time today. It's a zone for the Crimson Storm. A 2-3 zone. Motley over to Woolley on the left wing side, up to Adrian. In the corner, Dempsey, pull-up three, bang, he got it in. Darian Dempsey has all 5 points for the Rangers. Here's a three by Quan Connor near the right front circle, and he knocked it down. Prior to that basket, it had been Darian Dempsey 5, L.B. Willis 5, but now Connor hits the three and makes it 8-5 Snu. Motley on the right wing, to Woolley. Brandon over to Adrian. Pull up, right wing jumper off the back iron, no good. And the rebound to Konkonopah.
He's had a couple of good looks so far in this one, Craig. Just been a little bit strong on both jump shots as Adrian Motley.
Konkonopah with the basketball. Handed over to Quan Connor. He'll pull up for another three. That one won't go. And Motley with the rebound. Adrian up to Dempsey. Northwestern in the front court. Over to Motley on the right wing. Adrian back out to Woolley. They swing it to Dempsey. Darian over to Motley. Down the right corner for Woolley and trying to go down on to Bruce Wright, and that's a kicking violation percent. They're 1 of 2 for 3. Rangers 1 of 1 from 3. As Northwestern trails 8-5. Thierry Taylor is in the basketball game. That's a good sign. As Thierry checks in along with Corey Hoffman. Woolley with it on the right wing to Bruce Wright, trying to back his way in. Turns, fades the shot up at the right elbow with 1 on the shot clock, and he knocked it in.
Boy, how about that possession? Had to force that one. Yeah. Really a tough shot for Bruce Wright, but able to knock it down.
Willis with the basketball. Goes off the dribble, and a foul, a hand check foul called. That was actually, comes back in. Here's a throw in to Butler. A baseline left jumper. Skips off, no good. Backside offensive rebound, though, by Smith. He drives all the way to the paint, puts the shot up and in, and the foul. And C.J. Smith on the quick is first. C.J. Smith, a 89% foul shooter on the season. The free throw is up, and it is in. So that was the first basket for C.J. Smith, who's averaging 24. And he gives the Crimson Storm a 4-point lead, 11-7. Woolley on the left wing with it to Lakeem Henderson out front. Right wing side for Thierry Taylor. Taylor over to Woolley. Back to Thierry. He'll drive in, pull up, right elbow jumper, no good, but a foul. And that foul on Quan Connor is going to send Thierry Taylor to the free shooter on the season. 12 out of 16 coming into play today. First free throw is up, and it's good. That's what you like to see from your point guard, though, is a guy that can knock down free throws. Antoine Jackson comes back in for Southern Nazarene. D'Artagnan Meggs checks in as well, and Francisco Hukill checks in for the first time today as well. Second free throw is up. That's good by Thierry. Rangers cut the lead to 2, 11-9. 14:40 to go in the half. Butler with it on the right wing side. Baseline to Jackson on the right block, guarded by Hoffman. Backs in on Corey. Oh, I thought he took an extra step, got by with it, but the shot was blocked anyways. Back come the Rangers. Taylor wants to run, pull up, 3 for the lead. Left side, no good. And the rebound to Jackson. So the Nazarene back the other way with it. Hukill goes left baseline. Little one-handed floater is good. Francisco Hukill with the basket. His first. And that makes it 13-9. Here's Taylor with a drive in the paint. A shot in traffic. That pinballed out. No good. He took contact, and they didn't call a foul. Back comes Southern Nazarene. Hukill to Meggs out front to Butler. Garrett over to Hukill around the screen. Now to Butler near the left wing side to Jackson, top of the circle. Over on the right wing to Connor. Connor will pull up for 3, and bang, he knocked it down. That's a step-back 3 by Quan Connor. By the way, we haven't talked about it, but the last time Southern Nazarene was in this building, they were blown out. Dempsey over to Woolley on the left wing side. It's, again, that zone for the Crimson Storm. Henderson, top of the key for a NBA range 3, and swish, he knocked it in.
Oh, a nice-looking shot from Lakeem Henderson. He was able to knock down a few of those in that Colorado trip. Kind of coming on pretty strong here lately for the Rangers offensively.
That ball was dribbled off the feet of Southern Nazarene, but saved by Butler before it went out of bounds as the Crimson Storm keep possession. Here's Meggs to Hukill in the left corner. Over to Butler. Garrett skips it over to Connor. There's a 3. It's blocked. Blocked by Brandon Woolley, and then Jesse Smith threw it away to Connor, who cuts to the basket for the layup.
Boy, that's tough because he's making a great play, saving it into his teammate. Just happens to be right in the hands of Quan Connor, who steps into the passing lane.
6-point Crimson Storm lead. Dempsey over to Henderson on the right wing. Back to Darian. Oh, he fumbled it off his hands, and that's a steal. Here comes Connor. Breakaway layup good. Quan Connor with 10 already now, and the lead back up to 8.
And 4 straight points for Southern Nazarene coming off of Northwestern turnovers.
No. That's just killer. Rangers down 20-12. Smith catches it at the high post. Out to Henderson. Lakeem holds the basketball, tries to go off the dribble. In the corner to Dempsey, right side. Now he dribbles to the wing. And now to Henderson. Over to Woolley near the left side. To the wing. Woolley backs it to Dempsey. 8 on the shot clock. Over to Brandon. Now to Smith. Down to Motley. Turnaround shot. With 4 on the shot clock is good. Adrian Motley with the quick turnaround. Rangers trail 20-14. Quan Connor with the basketball out front. Around a couple of screens. Throws it to Meggs. Meggs hands to Butler. He'll pull up for 3, and that one will not go. Rebound pulled down by Woolley. Brandon back the other way to Lakeem Henderson. He'll pull up for 3 right wing. Swish, he knocked in another one. As Lakeem Henderson has 2 3-point baskets in the half. Rangers only down 3.
And all of a sudden, Rangers 5 straight points now cut this thing back to within 1 possession at 3.
Quan Connor double teamed out front to Hukill. He tries to pull to the wing. Now to Jackson. Back out to Hukill. Right front court to Butler. Rangers trail 20-17. Butler to Connor around a couple of screens. He'll pull up for the 3. That's short. And the rebound to Woolley. Now back comes Brandon. Rangers could get within 1 or a 3 could tie it. Smith in between the 2 circles. Left wing for Dempsey. Rangers have shown some pretty good patience the last couple times down on this zone. And there Henderson had the ball stripped away and stolen by Connor. Behind the back pass. Oh, that was a pretty one as D'Artagnan Meggs laid it up and in. Wow.
It really was. Nice job out on the brink. And I tell you what, Quan Connor has come alive for Southern Nazarene here in the last 2.5 minutes, making plays and giving up with steals in the offensive end and then getting out on break and making passes like that for layups.
Henderson for another 3, though, and he's 3 for 3. That one from near the right wing, and that cuts the lead down to 2.
Boy, this game is getting pretty exciting here in the last couple of minutes. Really back and forth both teams here as Rangers got back within 2.
Meggs with the basketball, hands to Butler. He'll pull up for 3 around the screen. That one won't fall. Butler is 0 for so far. And here comes Woolley. Brandon on the drive, working in on Butler, backing it back out. Now to Smith. Left wing to Henderson. Boy, he thought about putting another one up there. Skip past to Woolley, back down to Smith. Turnaround shot in the paint, no good. Foul on the rebound try, goes back the other way on Adrian Motley. And that has gotten the Rangers back within 2. Northwestern now shooting 7 of 15, 47%. They're 4 of 5, 80% shooting from 3. Southern Nazarene shooting 50%. They're 2 of 7 from outside the arc. Here's a 3 by Hukill, and he switches it from the left wing side. Francisco Hukill has 5, and that's a big answer for the Crimson Storm.
Boy, really a great shooting start for both teams here in this game.
Here's Bruce Wright for 3 at the head of the circle. That one skipped off, no good. And Conopau gets the rebound for the Crimson Storm. Now there's a quick drive to the basket by C.J. Smith, and he just kind of blew by the Ranger defenders and laid it up and in. That's now 5 straight. Here comes Rhett Ratcliffe with a fake and a drive to the rack, and he scores. Rhett Ratcliffe, the 6'2 redshirt freshman out of Forkin, with the basket, cuts the lead to 5.
Great move by Ratcliffe. Notice that they were giving him the baseline, and he took it right to the rack. You got to like that finish from Rhett Ratcliffe.
Hukill with the basketball, throws it to Jared Starkey. They tried to bounce it down low to Starkey, and it's stripped away and stolen by Henderson. Lakeem wants to run with it. Doesn't have the numbers, still forces his way in, and he's fouled on the floor. It'll only be the 3rd team foul on Southern Nazarene with 8:33 to go till half. Neither team. Henderson to trigger it in. Brian Speaks also has checked in for the Rangers. He catches it out high. Over to Bryce Lane, who's also checked in. Lane on the wing to Henderson. Lakeem to Rhett Ratcliffe. Over to Lakeem. He'll throw up the 3. That one will not fall. Rebound tipped, but it's Bruce Wright that goes over the back. And that'll be the 2. Southern Nazarene, though, is on a string of 5 straight to extend the lead out to 7, or to extend it to 5. Here's Conconopau for 3. He missed that one from the left wing side. Rangers get the rebound. Back come the Rangers with the ball. Bruce Wright out front. Down low to Speaks, who was wide open briefly, but then fell down as he forced the shot up, and it wouldn't fall.
And that was just getting it to him a little bit late. Bruce Wright didn't see him. He was there for probably 3 or 4 seconds and had a wide open look, but Snoop closed quickly.
Here's a three by Hukill on the right wing side. That one won't go. That should have been a foul. They didn't call it, but the rebound tipped into the arms of Speaks. It should have gone on Konopau. Rangers, though, down by 5 with the ball. 7:20 to go till half. Bryce Lane getting the call from head coach Andrew Brown. Lane pulls up, top of the key for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Jared Starkey with the rebound. Back come the Crimson Storm. It's C.J. Smith. Over to L.B. Willis. Willis goes baseline right, kicks out to Hukill. He'll pull up near the foul line. Over on the wing to Willis. 7 minutes to go in the half. Willis crosses over, and he threw it away, trying to bounce it to Starkey, who wasn't ready for it, and Speaks took it away. Here comes Lane up ahead to Henderson. To Rhett Ratcliffe, deep right corner 3. Rimmed out, no good, and the ball was tipped by Speaks into the arms of Willis, and we're going to get a timeout called by Southern Nazarene. We'll take a break. 6.
Open 7 days a week for your convenience. Give them a call today at 327-0444.
C.J. Smith out of the timeout with a quick move to the basket, and he scoops the layup up and in on the left side. 7 for C.J. Smith, and that is the lead for the Crimson Storm, 29-22. Ratcliffe with it on the right wing to Henderson in between the 2 circles. Henderson drives, kicks to Bryce Lane, deep left corner 3. Bang! He knocked it down. Bryce Lane with the 5th three-pointer in the first half of the Rangers. Northwestern back within 4. A drive by Willis, a kick out to Smith. He tries to drive in, goes strong to the rack, layup no good, but they're going to call a blocking foul on the Rangers, and C.J. Smith will go to the line. That's though shooting 52%, 12 out of 23. They're 3 of 10 on three-point shots, 2 of 3 from the foul line, but C.J. Smith will be at the line out of the timeout as he was fouled, and he'll hit the first. Smith has 8 points to lead the way for Southern Nazarene. No, he's second actually, as Quan Connor has 10. L.B. Willis had the first 5 points scored in the game, hadn't scored since. Smith hits the next free throw. He's got 9 now. Snu out rebounding the Rangers 14-10. 3 assists, 3 turnovers for the Crimson Storm. 7 assists, only 3 turnovers so far for the Rangers. Northwestern down 31-25. 6-point deficit. Dempsey works and hands the ball out front to Woolley. Now to Rhett Ratcliffe. He dribbles to the foul line. Kicks to Dempsey. He'll pull up for 3. That one skips off the back iron. No good. Long rebound to C.J. Smith.
Boy, Dempsey gets a great look at it from a nice feed from Rhett Ratcliffe. Just not able to finish from 3.
The Rangers didn't get back defensively either, as C.J. Smith fired a bullet pass. And for him on the season, he shoots 50%. He was 1 of 2 prior to these attempts, and he missed the first. Konopau is from Finland, a 6'5", 188-pound freshman. Lumakai, Finland, I believe is the name where he's from. He did hit the second free throw, so it's a 7-point deficit for the Rangers, trailing 32-25. Dempsey to Woolley near the left wing side. Brandon clearing everybody out. Now trying to back it out. Over on the wing to Ratcliffe. Rhett throws up a 3. It won't fall. And the rebound to Smith. Smith wants to run. Gets around several defenders. Hangs in the air with the layup attempt. It wouldn't go. Rebound tip. And Smith has it. Bullet pass to Henderson. Lakeem goes for the breakaway layup. No good, but a foul. Now they almost should call they're going to count the basket. They're going to call basket interference. 32-27. Garrett Butler committed the foul, by the way, his first. Free throw by Henderson is off the back iron strong. Lakeem, only 50% foul shooter on the season as he missed that one. Henderson is in double figures, though, with 11. Rangers trail 32-27. C.J. Smith goes baseline, goes strong to the rack and scores. Nobody helped with backside help, and C.J. Smith scores easily. He's now in double figures.
Well, that's just too easy, and that's too easy. That's a guy that you got to help with. I mean, he comes in averaging 24 points, and he's pretty much almost halfway there in the first half.
Rangers almost turned it over. Smith fumbled it. Woolley got it back, and then he tried to dribble in traffic and dribbled it off his foot for a turnover. So back comes Southern Nazarene with a 7-point lead. Smith Oh, fell down and he traveled. He was trying to throw a pass as he cut around the kick in for the Crimson Storm. 4:15 to go till halftime. Rangers down 34-27. They've trailed most of the way. At this point, trying to stay in striking distance against a pretty good offensive team from SNU. Woolley with the basketball to Smith at the foul line. Over to Ryan Ratcliffe. Now to Woolley. In the corner to Taylor on the right side. Terry spins in, pump fakes. Finds Smith down on the block. He throws it to Thierry. He's caught it in traffic, went up strong, and was fouled. And will go to the free throw line. I think maybe Quan Connor is going to be whistled for the foul. Yeah, that's going to be his second.
Yeah, Connor doesn't like to call that time.
So he'll go there again for two more with 3:48 to go till halftime. First free throw is rimmed out, no good. Now the Rangers have missed their last two foul shots after Thierry's had made his first two. So Rangers are 2 of 4 from the line. Trying to cut into a 7-point deficit. Taylor's second free throw is good. 3 points for Thierry's, all from the line. Brandon Woolley's going to check out. Adrian Motley will come in. Rangers trail 34-28, although they haven't put the point yet on the Bull scores table. Just didn't realize that Taylor had made that last free throw. So 34-28, Rangers trail by 6. 3:40 to go till halftime. L.B. Willis to C.J. Smith in between the two circles. Over to Butler, and he fumbled it, and it's going to roll and be picked up by Ryan Ratcliffe for the turnover. Over to Dempsey as Darian gets into the front court. Darian all the way to the rack on the left side, and he laid it up and in off the window.
A nice move by Darian Dempsey to go baseline into the paint. Kind of nice touch floating that one off the glass.
He got a steal from Willis, did Dempsey. Back comes Dempsey on the break. He'll go to the rack for the layup attempt again. That one skipped off, no good. Rangers tip it, can't get it. And then Dempsey trying to knock the ball away from Jackson is going to be called for a reach in. 20% from the foul line. He's only 1 of 5 from the stripe on the season. So it's been a bit of an adventure when he's been to the line, and that one rattled in and popped out. Went halfway in and popped out. Rangers down 4 with the ball. 3:07 to go till halftime. Taylor to Motley to Dempsey on the right wing. Darian finds Ryan Ratcliffe out front. Now to Smith. Jesse posts up, shot in the paint, up and in. Jesse Smith with the basket. Rangers within 2. Northwestern has scored 5 straight to get within 2 points after they trailed by 7 just a moment ago. And there's a turnover as well. That was intended for C.J. Smith and thrown away. And the Rangers will get it back. And all of a sudden, don't look now, but the Rangers could tie with a 2 or take the lead if they hit a 3. 2:33 left.
I got excited too soon.
I know. I thought, oh, it's all gone, and then it came right back. But we're still here. Don't forget. Don't worry about that. It's just between us here in the broadcast. There's a Ryan Ratcliffe 3. It rattled in and popped out. Another one that was halfway in and popped out, and the rebound to the Crimson Storm. 34-32. Just over 2 minutes left till half. Pass out front to C.J. Smith. He's guarded by Taylor. He tries to work around a screen, and they're going to call a foul. And it's going to go on Taylor. Thierry's Taylor commits the foul, his first. It's the 9th team foul, as it's going to send Siege
almost 41% from 3.
15 steals, which is second on the team. Second free throw is good. 13 for C.J. Smith in the first half. And the Rangers trail by 4, 36-32. Taylor with the basketball to Radcliffe out front. Ryan, backdoor pass to Motley, and he fumbled it out of bounds. It was a great look because Motley had a little bit of some room on the back cut, but instead he couldn't handle the pass, and that's a Ranger turnover.
That was a great idea by Radcliffe that time. Just slips right out of the hands. If Motley's able to catch that one, that's either going to be a dunk or a layup.
Yeah. Rangers down by 4. Southern Nazarenes, L.B. Willis with the basketball, had it poked free, then underneath he dumps it to Hulkiel, who blew the layup, but the Rangers can't corral the rebound, and then we get a foul call.
Well, you get the big
like that. Yeah, they're only 3 of 6 from the foul line, so the Nazarenes kind of made a killing from the foul line, although Hulkiel misses that free throw. he'll get one more. Francisco is 75% from the line prior to that miss. He was 3 of 4 on the season. Second free throw, good. Francisco Holkill was 6 off the bench in the first half. Rangers had cut it to 2 points a moment ago, but now they're back down by 5 with 1:33 left till half. Dempsey will be the one to walk it across the timeline. Darian throws to Motley on the left wing. Adrian spins in, leans, forced up a tough shot in the paint. It wouldn't go. And the rebound to the Crimson Storm. L.B. Willis with the basketball, left front court. Working around a Dempsey screen. Pulls up and then throws it over to Kankanapah. Down the wing to Smith, who lines up the 3 and knocks it down. C.J. Smith with 16. That's his first 3.
But again, look how many points they've got, Craig. 40 points. We said they average 85. Right now, they're about on pace for that.
This is not the pace the Rangers, I don't think, want to play at here. Here's Taylor with a drive into the foul line, leaning in for a tough jumper and hit it. Wow. Tough shot by Taylor.
It was. I mean, it looked like he was going to lose control of the basketball and turn it over, and then comes up with that jumper there in the paint. 6-second differential between the shot and the game clock as the Rangers trail by 6, 40-34. Need a big stop here defensively. You'd feel pretty good being only down 6 if you can make a stop here. Willis to Garrett Butler. Over to C.J. Smith, who's got 16. Smith, pushed off, and they called it. Yep, they sure did. And that's the get that much closer. Taylor, there's 14 seconds, so plenty of time to get something good here. Taylor walks it across the timeline. 8 on the clock. Carries around a Corey Hoffman screen. Going to the rack, lost the basketball. They don't call any foul. It's going to go. Plenty of time to get a good shot off, though. Ryan Ratcliffe, lobs it in the paint off Motley's hands for a turnover. Butler then will fire from three-quarter court. It missed the backboard as time expired. Well, that's the way the half is going to...
1729 College Boulevard in Alva. Member FDIC.
Well, Northwestern will have the ball to start the third as we welcome you outside of the halftime locker room. Rangers trailing 40-34 as they'll be moving from left to right across your radio dial. Darian Dempsey, Adrian Motley, Bruce Wright, Jesse Smith, and Brandon Woolley, the starters for the Rangers. Woolley has it on the left wing side, bounces it to Bruce Wright. It was intended for Smith, and he can't handle it as it's thrown away. It was near the deep left baseline, and Jesse couldn't handle it. So it's a Ranger turnover, their 6th of the game. C.J. Smith, L.B. Willis, Quan Connor, Antoine Jackson, and Anton Kankanapah, the starters, as Quan Connor pulls out for a step-back 2-point jumper near the head of the circle and knocks it down. 42-34. The Rangers trail in this one. I'm still telling you, the Rangers do not want to get into an offensive scoring game in this one. Motley tried for a little runner in the paint that would not fall. And the rebound to Southern Nazarene. Smith drives and kicks out to Willis for 3 in the deep right corner, and bang, he knocked it down.
Boy, just like that. How about the start for Southern Nazarene in the first minute? And that one comes in transition. Good job of getting in penetration. Defense collapses, kicks it out to the open shooter.
8 points for Willis. Rangers just like that down 11. Here's a dump pass to Brandon Woolley. A little turnaround spinner in the lane. No good, but the rebound out of bounds off of Southern Nazarene. They get a break as the Crimson Storm couldn't pull down the rebound. Well, the Rangers, though, have got to get something going here early, down 11, after a 5-point run by Southern Nazarene to start the half. This is another thing we've seen happen to the Rangers at times this year, and even in this building. There's a bounce pass to Smith. Backs his way in. Leads the shot up over Jackson, and how did that not drop? It went halfway in and fell out. Bruce Wright, though, gets the rebound. Here comes Motley to Bruce. Deep right corner 3. No good. Rangers had some good looks, but couldn't get anything to fall.
Well, they did, and those are ones they really needed to, because Snu a chance here now to push it up to 13 or 14 here on this possession.
Jackson to Smith around the screen for 3, and bang, he knocked it down.
And Craig, he's wide open. That's the thing. It comes off of the screen. They've set it up real well. He's got a chance to sit there and, think about what he wants to do after the game, and then finally shoot the 3.
8 for the Crimson Storm. They lead 48-34. Rangers need a basket in a big way. They've still yet to score in the first 2 minutes of the half. Dempsey drives to the foul line, trying to go into the... Motley will be the one that throws it in In quickly to Bruce Wright. Catches it, fumbles it, got it back. Now put it up, no good. Rebound, though, tipped up and in by Motley. And that's the second basket for Adrian. Rangers trail by 12, 48-36. Now let's see if you can get some defensive stops and crawl your way back in this thing. With obviously a ton of time left here. Quan Connor pulls around a couple of screens, kicks out to Jackson, right front circle. Now to Willis, who backs it out. Still with the dribble. That's actually Smith. Skips it over to Willis. He goes baseline, goes up strong. Layup no good, but a foul as Jesse Smith fouled him.
And that was a great move to get around.
1 of 2 from the free throw line in the first half as he hits that one. 9 points for L.B. Willis. And for Willis, that's basically right at his average, and now he's a little bit above his average. He hits the free throw and now has 10. He averaged 9.4 points per game coming in today. Rangers down 50-36. Darian Dempsey with a crossover dribble to the rack, and the layup no good, but a foul before them. Slaps the basketball, finds Jesse Smith. Baseline right jumper is good. Jesse Smith showing some range, has 4 points. Again, the Rangers down 12, 50-38. Conconopal has it. Right wing, Quan Connor throws up the 3, missed it. And he hadn't missed hardly anything today, but rebound to the Rangers. Here comes Dempsey. Backing his way into Smith. Jesse, left wing to Woolley. Woolley with a couple of dribbles, dumps it down low to right as they close on him. Bruce, step back, fade away is good. Oh, what a shot by Bruce Wright.
Boy, both of his baskets have come on that step back fadeaway shot right there. Just 4 points today for Bruce Wright, but hopefully maybe they get him going here in the second half.
4 straight for the Rangers. They're back within 10, trailing 50-40. Quan Connor on the wing, and he tried to throw a pass, but before he could do that, he was hacked on the in this Great American Conference matchup. Rangers trying to get to 500 on the season with a win, and they would go above 500 in conference play. Pass down low to Conconopal. He pump faked and got Bruce Wright up in the air, who came down hard, and that is the third on Bruce now. Rangers have 2 starters, Bruce Wright and Brandon Woolley, both seen the line for the free throws. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line in the first half. So he'll go there again. The free throw is up, and it's good. Conconopal in the season had been 50%, but had only attempted 2 free throws coming into the game today. Second free throw is up, and that one is good. 3 points for Anton, all from the line. 52-40 Southern Nazarene. Dempsey to Bruce Wright. Left wing to Lakeem Henderson. Henderson finds Jesse Smith. Over to Dempsey. Tries to drive in. Kicks to Jesse Smith, who went strong to the rack. Shot blocked out of bounds. Off of and 2 of those 3 baskets made from the three-point line. They're also 4 of 4 from the free throw line. And overall, they're shooting 55% for the game. Rangers shooting at 40%. Northwestern down 12, 52-40. Here's Adrian Motley leaning in and throwing up a wild shot and drops it in from the right wing side. Well, that's one where you just throw it up and hope it goes in, and for Adrian's sake, it did. Rangers down by 10, 52-42. Quan Connor drives, kicks out to Smith for a wide-open 3. That one rattled out, no good. And I'm surprised he missed that, as wide open as he was. Rebound to the Rangers. Dempsey over to Motley on the left wing. Adrian over to Darian, top of the circle. To zone again, still for Southern Nazarene. As Dempsey backs it out and resets the Ranger offense. Bruce Wright near the head of the circle, over to Darian. He'll throw up a 3, and that's off the back iron, no good, but Motley gets the long rebound. Out to Bruce Wright. Bruce drives in. Shot in the paint, blocked away, and then there's still a loose ball for it, and it's saved by Jackson. To Smith, up ahead to Quan Connor. Connor to Butler, deep left corner, spot 3, no good. Back come the Rangers on the rebound. 3-on-3 break. Here's Lakeem Henderson going all the way for the layup, missed it. And then we'll rebound, a tie-up call, and the arrow will favor Southern Nazarene. Jump ball called on the rebound.
Yeah, that's one you got to take advantage of, Craig. It's now Southern Nazarene still up by 10 here in this game. Got a chance to push their lead up. You want to see the Rangers cut this thing back under single digits like we had it at halftime.
C.J. Smith with the ball out front to Connor on the left wing side. Hands it to Kankanapal to the left wing. Picks up the dribble now to Connor. Wide open three as they screened him open, and Quan Connor buried it. 15 points for Quan Connor as he knocks down the triple. Rangers down 55-42. Inbounds pass to Jesse Smith. A little turnaround of the paint. It's up and in. Again, that's an area where they think the Rangers can do some good as they finally control there. But
the Vision Clinic are excited to introduce the Enjoy Eyesight experience to their patients in Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. Enjoy Vision, formerly known as TLC Laser Center, exists to provide the miracle of sight to patients with state-of-the-art laser technology. The goal of Alva Vision Clinic and Enjoy is to provide their patients with excellent care and positive results. If you've been thinking about laser surgery, don't wait to see the world more clearly. Visit Alva Vision Clinic today, located at 504 College in Alva, or call 327-2393.
Out of the timeout, Southern Nazarene misses it, but now they do cut it back to 9 as Taylor hits both free throws. Full court pressure by the Rangers. Southern Nazarene beats it. Connor up ahead to Starkey for the lob, and he blew it. Blew the layup. Back come the Rangers. It's 2-on-3 as Henderson backs his way in, leans in for the shot, missed it. Got his own rebound back, and then had it knocked away and stolen back by Southern Nazarene. Here comes Connor with the layup attempt, and he's bumped and fouled. And that may be number 4 on Bruce Wright.
Well, I tell you what, that's a huge advantage there for Southern Nazarene because we get, the botched oop that time thrown up to Starkey. I don't know what he was doing. I think he maybe decided in air whether they wanted to lead back.
And again, the foul on Bruce Wright, partners his 4th. That's even the worst part about it, as he's probably going to have to sit for a while as Connor hits the first free throw. 16 points for Quan Connor, and the lead is back to 10. Not only that, but again, you could have, if you hit the layup down there and they had 2 chances, it would have been a 7-point deficit. Now it's going to go back to 10, maybe 11 if he hits the next free throw, and he does. So it's a 4-point swing right there that you're talking about. 17 for Quan Connor. Rangers down 57-46. 13 minutes to go. Taylor finds Woolley in between the 2 circles. Brett Ratcliffe, by the way, is checked in as well. Woolley around the screen, works his way in, leans in for a tough shot over Starkey and dropped it in. Brandon Woolley with his first basket. Rangers down 9. 57-48. Connor to Jackson, or to Meggs, now to Butler. To Francisco Hulkill. Over to Meggs. He'll spot it for a deep 3. That's going to go out of bounds. Nobody touches it. And it'll go back for 3 on the season, which is 43%. Not bad, but still, I would take my chances with him as opposed to Connor, Willis, or Smith. Rangers, again, down 9. A bucket here could get them that much closer. Here's Smith. The kick out to Rhett Ratcliffe for 3. It's an air ball. And Hoffman trying to get the rebound, cannot. Well, that was a good look for Rhett Ratcliffe.
He did it.
Rangers down 9 as Southern Nazarene has the ball. It's 57-48. 12-10 to go in the game. Willis around the screen to the corner, goes baseline. Now kicks to Smith in the left corner. He'll drive in. Forced up a shot, and Rangers foul him as Jesse Smith is going to be whistled for the foul. It's a block. His 3rd, and that will send Smith to the free throw line. And he actually missed the first one, I believe, so that's kind of hard to believe. He'd been 5 for 5. No, actually, he made that one. Second free throw is good as well, so it took him a while to put it up on the board. So Smith makes them both. It's 59-48. He's got 21 points. Brandon Woolley to Smith, to Taylor. He goes left baseline all the way to the rack, and it's stripped for the foul. And that's really not bad by C.J. Smith. Trailing by 11. Still only have 1 double-figure score as Akeem Henderson had 11 at the half and still hasn't scored yet in the second half as Harris Taylor shoots the free throws and hits the first. Taylor is now 6 out of 7 from the foul line and has 8 points. Trying to get the Rangers back again to within 9. Thierry's second free throw, that's good. And he has 9 points, and the Rangers are within 9, trailing 59-50. Now the Rangers still hanging around in here, that's for sure, but can they get enough stops and enough baskets here to completely get back in this game? Garrett Butler on the wing left to Quan Connor. Round the screen, pull up three, got it. Quan Connor with a three-point basket gives him 20. And then the Rangers turn it over back the other way. You know, and I hate to say this, but this is very similar in some ways to that women's game, and you probably know where I'm going with it. Same thing. We make a run, and Southern Nazarene answers every time.
No, they do. I mean, just like in the women's game, today it's for the men. It's
traction if you're the Rangers. As soon as you look like you're going to make a run, Southern Nazarene gets a big basket. They have the ball up 12. Willis to Francisco Hukill to C.J. Smith. He goes baseline underneath the basket. Finds Butler open three in the corner. That's no good. Garrett's not made one yet today. He's 0 for.
Yeah, he's had some good looks at it, especially that one.
Here's a drive by Woolley as he goes to the rack. Missed it. Offensive rebound by Smith. Missed the putback. Woolley gets it back. Leans in. Layup finally good as Woolley has 4 points and the Rangers down again by 10.
Yeah, great job of crashing the boards that time by Brandon Woolley towards himself with a stick back.
Still plenty of time left for the Rangers, only down 10. 62-52. Quan Connor on the right wing side backing it out. Connor has hit 4 3-point baskets for Southern Nazarene. Trying to cross over on Motley. Leans in, and he'll hit the shot, and they'll call the foul on Adrian Motley.
Boy, are you kidding me?
Wow.
Connor with a heck of a move.
22 points, has a chance at a 3-point play, as that's the third foul on Adrian Motley. Connor has just been fantastic here in the second half. That free throw is up, and it is good. He's got 23, and 13 of his 23 have come here in the second half. 65-52 Storm. Taylor in between the two circles on the wing right to Woolley. Brandon to Lakeem Henderson, over to Woolley. Inbound, they give it to Smith. The kick out to Henderson for three. That one won't fall. Rebound kept alive. Motley able to get it and put it up and in.
Nice job, Motley. Kind of right place, right time, as that one just kind of caroms off the rim and pretty much right into his hands.
Jesse Smith also kind of helping tip that up as well. 8 for Adrian Motley. Rangers down 11. Garrett Butler with the basketball. Picks up the dribble. Now finds Hukill. Now over to Connor. They try to double him. Over to Hukill. He tries to go baseline left. Leans in and floated up the shot over Jesse Smith, who kind of had to let him go.
Boy, kind of a tough shot, too. I thought Smith defended about as well as he could.
Jesse Smith catches the ball in the paint. Missed a little leaner, and the rebound pulled down by Francisco Hukill. Butler then works it across the timeline. 13-point SNU lead with 9:20 to go. 67-54. Quan Connor between the leg dribble. Now around the screen, going in on Smith, and a foul. No, they call it travel. So that's a pretty good defense by Jesse, who doesn't have the quickness there, but a 6'10" freshman out of Hutchinson, Kansas. 9 minutes to go in the ballgame. Rangers down by 13. Taylor to Henderson on the right wing. To Thierry's. Now to Bruce Wright at the foul line. Spins his way in. Leads a shot up over Starkey, and it's good. Bruce Wright with 6.
Yeah, you like that. Get in the middle right of that zone. And Bruce Wright just sits down, is able to knock down that jumper in the paint.
Now they're going to call a blocking foul on Thierry's Taylor. Tried to take it just 1-1. Northwestern down by 11. 67-56. Motley to Bruce. Catches in the paint. Spins, leans in on Starkey, and put it up over his left shoulder for the basket to go in. And that's, I go to Bruce every time, because Starkey, I don't think, can handle him.
No,
he's
can't.
Bigger, but he's not as skilled defensively as what, Bruce can do. There's a drive and a miss. Easy layup, really, by Willis, and the rebound of Bruce Wright.
I think so. I think Bruce Wright with 4 straight, you continue to go back to him here on this possession.
Taylor spins in, leans, hangs in the air, missed the leaning jumper, but a foul, and Thierry's Taylor is going to go to the free throw line with fouls now for the Crimson Storm. Thierry's Taylor with 9 points to the line for 2 more free throws. It's up and good. Boy, Thierry's has been pretty solid from the line so far tonight. 8 out of 9 from the stripe. He's in double figures with 10. He's become the second Ranger to go in double figures. Another free throw could cut it down to a 7-point lead. That free throw's up, and it is good. There you go. Now you're within 7 if you're the Rangers with 8:08 to go, trailing 67-60. This is a big push for the Rangers as they try to see if they can come all the way back. They've trailed by as much as 14 here on in the second half. C.J. Smith back in there, in between the two circles with the basketball. Oh, he tried to throw a pass over on the wing to Willis, and Motley almost had a steal, and he would have gone the other way for a dunk. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll take a break. 7:55 left. Rangers are back. Southern Nazarene shooting 47% in the second half, 44% from three. Here's C.J. Smith, top of the key for three, and he knocks it down. A third triple of the night for C.J. Smith, who now has 24 points.
24, and Quan Connor's got 23.
Yeah.
47 points combined for the 70 so far for Southern Nazarene.
Adrian Motley for three, missed it, but he's fouled. Free throw yet today. He does have 8 points. 6 of the 8 have come here in the second half as Motley hits the first free throw. Adrian on the season shoots 69% from the foul line. Bruce Wright checks back in for the Rangers. Motley will get 2 more free throws here. 7:34 to go. Second free throw is good, so we'll get 1 more. Motley now in double figures with 10. Rangers now have 3 in double figures. Lakeem Henderson, Thierry Taylor, and now Adrian Motley. So Motley with another free throw attempt, and that is good. And just like that, the lead back down to 7 again. So another answer for the Rangers, and then Southern Nazarene turned it over on the inbound. They turned it over, and the Rangers are going to have the basketball as Jesse Smith will step out, and Bruce Wright checks back in. Rangers could get within 5 or 4 if they hit a 3. Henderson up top to Dempsey, and the Rangers will set the offense against the 2-3 zone. Woolley at the head of the circle with it, trying to work around a screen. Over to Dempsey. Quick move to the basket, and he lays it up and in. Darian Dempsey has 9, and the Rangers are within 5.
Boy, what a drive to go baseline against the zone that time. So quick with that first step is Darian Dempsey.
With the basketball is Smith. He goes baseline all the way to the rack. Layup no good, but a foul as he's hammered hard. And C.J. Smith is going to go back to the free throw line, and Adrian Motley commits his 4th foul. He's hit 4 2-point field goals and 3 3-point field goals to lead the way for Southern Nazarene. The free throw's up, and it's off the back iron, no good. And there you go. Finally missing a free throw. Even if he makes it, it's still just a 2-possession game with the Rangers only trailing by 6. Butler checks out as Southern Nazarene goes back to the bench. Second free throw by Willis is no good. He missed them both. Well, I can't believe that happened after he'd been so good before. Now the Rangers can crawl even closer, only down 5. Woolley in between the 2 circles, picks it up, goes to Bruce. Turnaround, fadeaway, left-hander, no good in the paint, and a rebound to C.J. Smith.
Boy, would have been a big basket there, would have cut it down to 3.
Instead, Southern Nazarene with the ball. Quan Connor to Antoine Jackson, over to Willis near the right wing side. Conconopau has it. Now to Smith. You got to make sure you don't give up an easy look to him, that's for sure. Willis to Connor with 10 on the shot clock. Connor crosses over in the paint, kicks out. Conconopau, I thought he walked, got by with it. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Here's Connor, deep left corner, 3. Got it with 1 on the shot clock.
Unbelievable, and that was all created that time by C.J. Smith getting into the paint, and it didn't force anything, kicked it out the open shooter in the left corner.
26 for Connor. He's got 5 3-point baskets. And the lead back up to 8. Dempsey over to Taylor on the right wing. Thierry's. Oh, he threw it away. Henderson, can he save it? He did, but then it's stripped away, and we're going to get a foul on Darian Dempsey, I think. And no, and then that will be a Ranger turnover, I believe. Yep, that's what's going to happen. God dang it.
A minute ago, we were looking at the Rangers possibly cutting this thing down to 2 or 3.
Yeah. Second free throw is good as well. 5 for Anton Kankanapau. And the Rangers down by 10, 75-65, 5:40 left. Do the Rangers have one more run left in them? Taylor backs his way at the top of the circle over to Woolley on the right wing side. Brandon around a screen from Motley. Down low to Bruce. Bruce spins, got away from the defender, leans in and scores with the left hand. Bruce Wright with 10. Rangers back within 8. 75-67. Here comes L.B. Willis. Pulls up to the right elbow out to Kankanapau. Over to C.J. Smith. Smith drives around a couple of defenders. He lost the basketball. That's just a turnover. He went up underneath the basket, was going to try to pass it back out, and lost the basketball.
Perez really kind of got no man's land that time. Really wouldn't have done a whole lot with it had he been able to get it out. Could have been a turnover either way.
I think most coaches will tell you, don't get up out of the air unless you know what you're going to do with it, whether you're going to shoot or you're going to pass. Here's a drive by Brandon Woolley down on the baseline. No good. Rebound Bruce Wright, but a timeout has been called. Bruce Wright got the rebound one-handed on his back to 67, but they have the basketball with 20 on the shot clock. There's a lob into Taylor. Tipped, almost stolen away, and now it is. Here comes Connor the other way. And now he'll throw to Kankanapau for the layup, and it's good.
Golly, it's going back the other way. An opportunity there for the Rangers missed. And, again, one of those swings.
Yeah, we've just seen multiple swings back and forth where the Rangers looked like they were going to make a run. And here comes a three by Henderson out front. Rattled halfway in and popped out. On the rebound, it's pulled down by Jackson. Rangers down 10. And now you wonder if they have one more left in them here. Quan Connor with the basketball for the Crimson Storm around a Jackson screen. Over to Kankanapau, right front circle with the dribble. Hands it off on the wing to C.J. Smith, to Jackson. Now to Willis. He crosses over, gets in the paint, kicks out. Kankanapau, open three, off the back iron, no good. Rangers can't get the rebound, though. They get it into Jackson's hands. He missed it as it was stripped away at the last second. Back come the Rangers. Bruce Wright to Motley, spot up three, no good. Tip back out, and the Rangers with the rebound. Here's Taylor. He cuts to the basket, hangs in the air along the baseline, and was fouled, and he'll go to the line. Now the Rangers have been at crucial times, much like we talked about in the women's game. Here's Taylor back to the free throw line for a couple more as he hits the first. Thierry's has hit 10 out of 11 foul shots in the contest and has 12 points. He only has one field goal, but he has 10 points and now 11 coming from the free throw line as the Rangers do cut the lead back down to 8. Full court pressure by the Rangers. They double team Butler in the backcourt. Kankanapau has it. Up ahead to Connor. Connor will back it out to the wing left and set the offense with 3:20 to go. Rangers down 8, need to stop. Butler on the wing to Woolkill. Back to Connor. Connor's got 26 points. C.J. Smith, who has 24, is not out there right now. Connor over to Butler. 5 on the shot clock. Right elbow jumper off the back iron, no good. Butler still over, but the rebound to Southern Nazarene as the Rangers can't get the board.
Yep, just unable to corral that one as really it just comes right into the hands of Quan Connor. Now another 35 seconds for Southern Nazarene.
Here comes Butler with it over on the left wing side. Back to Connor, and if you're the Storm, you should be content to take as much as you can off there. There's a drive by Connor as he goes to the rack and he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised they decided to take it to the rim there. So it's 17 seconds, and I mean, this is kind of, you put yourself in a situation where you have 2-point field goals in the game, and he's a perfect 3 of 3 from the line. That was the 4th foul on Brandon Woolley, and he hit the first. 27 for Quan Connor. Jesse Smith and also Ryan Ratcliffe have checked in for the Rangers. Northwestern down 78-67. Southern Nazarene will counter with L.B. Willis in a moment. That free throw to Connor off the back iron, no good. Rangers only down 9. It's a 3-possession game. 2:40 left. Smith hands it off to Ratcliffe. Ryan, top of the circle to Taylor. Thierry's over on the wing left for Woolley.
Swings it to Ryan Ratcliffe. He'll pull up for a three. Top of the circle. He rattled it in.
Boy, huge shot from Ratcliffe that time now. Supposed to say been in a while at 6.
Only down 6 with 2:18 to go. Got to make another defensive stand here. And if you get a stop, doggone it, get the rebound. Seen a few times where the Rangers have failed to do that. Butler to Quan Connor. Had the ball poked free, and it's going to go out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Crimson Storm with 14 on the shot clock. 2:04 on the game clock. Foul. He'll throw it in the backcourt to Connor, who has to briefly walk it across the timeline. Connor had it poked free from behind. Oh, they're going to call a foul. You got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. Brandon Woolley has just fouled out after he knocked that away on, I'm telling you, touch foul.
Yeah, very little
turnover, but Connor will go back to the free throw line. He's got 27 points on the evening. First free throw is up, and it's good. Make it 28. He's now 5 out of 6 from the free throw line. Butler and Conopau will set. C.J. Smith, L.B. Willis will come in for the Crimson Storm. This is a big one from Connor. It could put the lead back up to 8. Second free throw is good. 29 for Quan Connor, the 6'2 senior out of Waukegan, Illinois. 80 to 72 is your score. Dempsey to Bruce Wright. Bruce cuts all the way to the basket. Left-handed layup, good. 12 points for Bruce Wright. Rangers within 6 again. 1:30 left. Going to have to start to take some chances here. And you're almost to the point where you're going to have to foul and just have Southern Nazarene miss free throws. Which, if it's them, they're going to have Connor and Smith and Willis touch the basketball almost all the time here.
It looks like the Rangers are pretty well content just to let this shot clock roll down. You do this, that means you got to get a stop.
After this one, you're going to have to foul, no doubt. But you got to get a stop here. Holkill was the three at the top of the circle. No good. Rangers get the stop. Here comes Dempsey. Only down 6. Darian over to Ratcliffe with a pump fake. Goes to the rack. Strong laid it up and in, and the foul. Ryan Ratcliffe will get a chance at the three-point play.
Boy, what a...
For the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. He hit a three-pointer a moment ago. And now if he hits a free throw here, he could cut the lead down to 3. Ratcliffe, it would be 6 straight points, and he missed the free throw. It's off, no good. Rangers trying to fight for it. In the corner, it's Butler that came down there with it, though. Back comes Southern Nazarene. Now you're to the point where you're going to have to be very selective here. Maybe you can let them go this one more possession, but then you're going to have to foul.
There you are, because, I mean, with about the shot clock differential, only about 22, 23 seconds.
Yeah. Here's Connor in the left corner, dribbles to the left wing. Now, this will be the last time you'll have a chance to do this. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rangers down 4. Connor working on Ryan Ratcliffe. 4 seconds. He'll pull up for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Got to get the rebound. Rangers did. Smith has it. Then he's losing it along the baseline, and the ball goes. And there'll be a little bit of pressure for Southern Nazarene. They get it to Taylor. Taylor with the basketball. He's got 13 points. Most have come here in the second half. Taylor was fouled out front, and that is not what you wanted if you're Southern Nazarene. That's a huge mistake by L.B. Willis as he sends Taylor to the free throw line.
Oh, silly. The double bonus just yet. So Terry's has got to make sure he hits this, at least hit this free throw.
Well, he's been good. I almost hate to say that, but he needs them both here to cut the lead down to 2 with 15 seconds left. Has 13 points, does Taylor. And he hits the free throw. Motley trying to keep possession. He falls down and threw it into the arms of Jackson, who then calls timeout. And that pretty much might do it.
So hopefully, if you don't get the turnover off the inbounds, you got to foul right away.
Yeah. Here's the inbound. Holkill will trigger it in. Gets it into Smith. They don't foul him yet. And now finally they do as he races to half court. But about 3 seconds or so went. Oh, they're going to call
that's not
an
good.
intentional one as well. One now. As C.J. Smith is at the line for 2, plus the Crimson Storm will have the ball. Free throw for Smith is good. He has 25. He is now 8 out of 10 from the free throw line. He'd been 8 for 8 to start the game, missed 2 free throws a few minutes ago, but has another free throw opportunity here. That one's good. It's a 6-point lead. Plus Southern Nazarene has the ball, and they don't have to do anything here. And I would imagine you would say the Rangers won't foul here. Your final margin should be 82-76. Rangers will pressure. There's the throw in, and I'm wrong. They did foul on Quan Connor as Thierry Taylor is whistled for his 4th.
Boy, this is going to be one. It's going to be tough to swallow because you had a lot of opportunities to really kind of stay right there with Southern Nazarene. Although we did late, at least try and tie or get within a couple of points.
Connor's free throw, though, spun out. He has 29, trying to get to 30, but he'll have one more opportunity with another free throw. 6-point lead with only 9 seconds left for the Crimson Storm. They lead 82-76. Connor will have another free throw attempt here. It's up and good. That'll give him 30 on the game. Rangers throw it in, will throw it in along the baseline. Ryan Ratcliffe will trigger it in. Ratcliffe finds Bruce Wright. Bruce calls for a timeout with 6.3 seconds left.
707 or stop by the office at 1002 Oklahoma in Alba.
83-76. Rangers will throw in with 6 seconds left for the final possession. Dempsey triggers it into Henderson. Lakeem turns, fires up a deep triple. It's no good, and that'll do it. 2 seconds, 1 second, and Southern Nazarene doesn't have to shoot it, and they won't. And the final score will be